Assume we have one API gateway A. API gateway A has Methoda. API gateway A is sitting in account 1. We have one Fairgate container B. Fairgate B is sitting in account 2. Now, requirement API gateway A Methoda, accessed by Fairgate B in account 2. Can you tell me how you will create assume role and where you will create it? Do we need entry in both account 1 and 2? Assume we have one API gateway A. API gateway A has Methoda. API gateway A is sitting in account 1. We have one Fairgate container B. Fairgate B is sitting in account 2. Now, requirement API gateway A Methoda, accessed by Fairgate B in account 2. Can you tell me how you will create assume role and where you will create it? Do we need entry in both account 1 and 2? To allow Fairgate B in account 2 to access Methoda in API gateway A in account 1, you would create an IAM role in account 1 with the necessary permissions to invoke Methoda, and then establish a trust relationship between this IAM role and the AWS account of Fairgate B, account 2. Here's a step-by-step guide. Create an IAM role in account 1. Go to the IAM console in account 1. Create a new IAM role. Attach a policy to the role that allows invocation of Methoda in API gateway A. This policy should include permissions like API invoke. Take note of the ARN, Amazon resource name, of this IAM role. Establish a trust relationship. While still in the IAM console of account 1, edit the trust relationship of the IAM role created in step 1. Add an entry in the trust policy document specifying the AWS account ID of account 2, allowing it to assume this IAM role. The trust relationship JSON might look like this. JSON. Copy code. Version, October 17, 2012. Statement. Effect allow. Principal. AWS ARN. AWS. IAM. Account 2 ID root. Action STS. Assume role. Replace account 2 ID with the actual AWS account ID of account 2. Use the IAM role in Fairgate B. In the Fairgate B AWS account 2, when you need to access Methoda in API gateway A, you would use AWS SDK or CLI to assume the IAM role created in account 1. Once the role is assumed, Fairgate B will have temporary permissions to invoke Methoda in API gateway A. You don't need to create any entries in account 2 specifically for the setup. Only account 1 needs to have the IAM role and the trust relationship established. Account 2 only needs to assume the IAM role from account 1 when it needs to access Methoda in API gateway A.